Hi everyone, and welcome back to my reactions. Today we are checking out Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome, and I am beyond excited. I see what I did there? Do you see what I did there? I am beyond excited to get into this movie. The first Mad Max movie was absolutely phenomenal, but the second Mad Max movie blew my expectations of what this franchise can do through the roof. And I know that I've already seen Fury Road, and Fury Road is already one of my favorite action movies I've ever seen in my entire life, even though I didn't even know what Mad Max was when I watched it the first time. And when I've watched it numerous other times, I'm like, I still don't know what Mad Max was before this, you know what I mean? But wow, Mad Max Fury Road had a good start, didn't it, with the first two Mad Max movies. I haven't seen the third one, which is I guess is why I'm watching it now, and I'm just very, very excited. This one, I know this, so I'm sorry. I know that this one has the worst reviews out of 1, 2, and 3. This one definitely has the worst reviews from critics and audiences. However, that does not mean the reviews are bad, and I am still extremely excited to see what this final chapter of Mel Gibson's Mad Max has to offer. I wonder how far it's going to pick up after the second movie. It could be years, it could be days, I don't really know. I'm expecting it to be years. I'm expecting the world to be more barren than it was in the second movie, to be more abandoned, to be more apocalyptic-esque than it was in the second one. And I'm excited to see if this movie somehow kind of, if there's a good transition from this movie into the fourth Mad Max movie, which is Fury Road, because Mad Max, or Mel Gibson, I think he might make a cameo in Fury Road, but I'm not too sure. I haven't seen Fury Road in a couple years, but I know that Mad Max, or Max, is played by Tom Hardy, so I wonder if it's going to be the same world, just someone else playing Max, and Fury Road takes place only a couple years after 3 in movie time, or if Fury Road is just an actual reboot. I'm very excited to see how this movie ends to take me into Fury Road, which I'll be watching next week. Also, you may be wondering, Oliver, you're not in your normal bedroom. Well, I guess if you've been watching my channel for a while, this is my normal bedroom, but if you've only been watching my channel for the past 2 weeks, then this isn't my normal bedroom because I've been in my other apartment. But anyways, I'm back here. I had a driving test. I passed. Very excited. Now I have my full driver's license, so whoop whoop, and I can drive just like Max can. I'm just as good as a driver as Max now. Anyways, so I'm back for the night, because I had my driving test, and I'm going to sleep over here, then bus back in the morning. So I brought back the minimal amount of equipment I could to film: my camera, my microphone, and my computer. So unfortunately, I don't have my light today, and it's also getting kind of late. It's like 7:30, 7:40 right now here, and sunset's going to be about 8:40. So at some point in this movie, the room may start to get really dark, and since I don't have any lights that I can kind of use to make this room brighter, I'm either going to, I have like little lights strung up on the ceiling that are on, but they're not that bright. So as it gets darker, I'm going to see what the lighting's like, and either it'll be good and I'll just keep it the way it is, or I'll have to just turn on my regular lights, and the room will be very bright, but it just might be something that I have to do so that you're actually able to see me, or else it'll just be like a black screen the whole time. So yeah, we'll see what that is. But if I was to choose a color today, I think I'd go like a dark yellow. So if you have lights and you want to change it to a dark yellow, be my guest. If you want to change it to a different color, pink, purple, blue, red, I don't really know why you change it to pinks though, but I don't know. If you want to change it to any color, go ahead. But for me, if you want to be like what I would do, then I would choose kind of a dark yellow to represent kind of the Mad Max logo Beyond Thunderdome, which is in yellow on the poster, and also just I'm assuming this was filmed in Australia again, to represent the Australian landscape. And if you'd like to check out more of my videos, you can head over to Patreon, where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to TV shows and movies that come up 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose. Thank you so much if you check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Let's dive on into this movie. This intro was longer than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, let's start watching. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction to Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome. Yeah, let's go! I'm so excited for this movie. I'm actually insanely excited for this movie. Woo! This credits song. Boppin'. This also looks like Mars. I thought it was Mars for a second because of like the fisheye lens and stuff. I was like, is this Mars? Whoa, they're like actual planes now. Oh! Wait, no way. He's back? He's back? Wait. Wait, what? I thought these characters were gone for good. But these are the same, that's the same guy from Mad Max 2. The pilot guy. Is that Max? What if that's Max? Oh. It is. Look at that shot though. Look how beautiful that shot is. The sunset, the plane. Oh, I can already. Okay, you know what? I don't care if there's two directors. This movie is already beautiful. It'll be beautiful the rest of the movie. Oh, he's got long hair. You know, Mel Gibson looks really good in long hair. Looks like civilization is kind of starting to take root again. The first movie was civilization still, but the world sort of destroyed. Second movie I feel like was world definitely destroyed and no civilization, just lawlessness. Feels like law is coming back. Society is coming back in this movie.
What's a little fallout, huh? Have a nice day.
What's a little fallout? This actually, I feel like this connects to Mad Max 4, Fury Road, because at the start of that movie, everyone's like praying for water and there's the big water, like the ruler of that thing controls the water, right? Very interesting, actually.
Sounds like a bargain.
It's not. Let's talk.
Sounds like a bargain. It's not. There's so many. There's so many guns. I love the aesthetic and like the world of Mad Max. Like it's so grimy and dirty, but also so creative. I don't know, it's just really interesting to look at visually. Is that not the same guy from the second movie? I thought it was, but the more I look at his face, the more I don't think it is. So I'm sorry for my excitement. I really thought it was that guy, the pilot from the second movie, but I don't think it is anymore. What's up there? Is that like the penthouse suite? He looks blind.
Next to feather dust. Play something Tun-Tun. Something tragic.
Play something tragic. Luxuries of water and fruit. Oh! You were close, man. Oh! He had a secret weapon the whole time. Oh, that was the audition? I thought they were trying to kill him for touching the fruit because it was forbidden or something. I don't know.
Today is necessary to kill a man. What do you say?
Who are they killing? Who's the target?
What do you pay?
Yeah, what do you pay as well? Why does she have so many pigs?
Have a look. Tell me what you see.
I see a pig taking a poop.
You can beat most men with his breath.
His breath is so stinky. He hasn't brushed his teeth in so long that people die. This take though is really good. This like that little long take of just showing the underworld and showing where the master and the blaster was or whatever his name was.
Doesn't worry me. Down here, life's 2-3 years.
Down here, life's 2-3 years. Doesn't worry him. Who brought dynamite down here?
Who you?
Me, Max.
You
Me, Max.
embargo on.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Why did that guy look so sad when he said embargo on? Are they turning off the power? Oh.
Louder. Master Blaster runs Bartertown.
Ah, I hate this so much.
Embargo.
He's so petty. He just wants someone to say it.
Disarm. Good boy.
I hate both of these guys. Actually, Blaster's fine. He looks really cool. He is such a cool design. But Master can go die in a hole. Noise is bad for Blaster. Okay, that'll be used in the future, I feel like.
What do you mean by that?
As provided by the law.
Thunderdome.
Oh, I told you Thunderdome was going to be a thing. Well, obviously it was, but it's like a gladiator match. It's a match. It's like a gladiator match. Oh, here comes a cage match. A Thunderdome match. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, it looks like it. Never mind.
Break neck. 1, 2.
I challenge you. Oh my gosh. The townspeople revolt. Well, it's like them.
Thunderdome.
Yes! Thunderdome live! Live event tonight at 6 p.m. Book your tickets, boys! This looks so awesome. I wish there was a Thunderdome for us, except no killing. They're like pool noodles, you know?
And it finishes here. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
What? I'm actually so hyped for this. What the heck? I'm so excited for this fight.
Dying times here.
Die in times. That was so good. I got goosebumps. His head is so protected. You're not going to be able to kill him from the head. It's going to have to be the torso area. Why are the weapons up on the ceiling? Are they going to drop them? Oh, they have to jump for the weapons? They're trapeze artists. Oh, nice kick. Oh, never mind. Your leg's about to get broken. Mel, don't drop it. Don't drop it. Oh, no. No. He's just playing with his food at this point. He could have killed him at any time, but this is going to be his downfall. Oh, that poor guy. Front row seats, I'm sorry, but you might get stabbed. That's what you get. That's what you pay for, right? Blaster's like, I knew that the chainsaw's a bad weapon. It never works whenever I fight. Okay, you're safe up there. You're safe up there forever. He can't get you. Oh! He's gonna decapitate him in the helmet. Was I right? Wait, no, he's not decapitated yet. Does he know that person, or is it just because he sees the face?
He's got the mind of a child.
He is like a child. I was gonna say, is this a character I'm supposed to know?
Finish.
No, little man. We've only just begun.
Oh my god. No! He's just a little guy. Well, he's a big guy, but he's just a young man.
To deal and face the wheel.
What's the wheel? What's the wheel? Oh no, Max, what have you done? Oh, they make him do his own fate. Let's say Auntie's choice, she can decide what to do with him. The gulag! Oh my god! Oh my god. They basically he goes to die in the desert. He has like no water because all of his water's gone already from the horse. He's wearing this giant thing backwards. Like, he's so dead. But Max isn't dead because Max is Max. But anyone else would be dead. Because he doesn't have blaster anymore. Oh, this poor guy. Ew, are they gonna eat him? I want that monkey. I want to pet that monkey. Monkey with a bag. I didn't even think that the horse was gonna die too. That's so sad. I'm sorry, horse. You didn't deserve this. Well, that horse is under the sand now. Like a secret Sarlacc pit or something like that. Ah! The monkey! The monkey! Oh my god, why did I have to do that? Monkey, man. Max is doomed. Get it? Like doomed, but he's on sand dunes, so doomed. I'm so sorry. And now I can't even open my water bottle. Who is this savior of Max? That's a really good shot, but why did she feel the need to scream? Oh, never mind. I thought she was just doing it for dramatic effect, you know?
What's his talk? He ain't made no word stuff. It's a long track. Maybe he's burnt out.
Maybe.
Maybe he's burnt out. He's been in the desert for like 24 hours. Whoa! That guy's face paint is very reminiscent of the Fury Road paint. Of those guys who have just full white, like for Valhalla, whatever they say. You know what I mean? So who was that kid who had the face paint? I feel like that kid's important. Excited to see who he is. Gonna be honest, I liked his long hair better. I liked him with long hair. He looked really good. That's so annoying. I'd be like, oh my god, get me out of this place.
Waiting for what?
Waiting for you.
Who do you think I am?
Shut up. Shut up, kid. Shut up, guys.
The time's past count I done the tell. But it weren't me that tumbled.
Like a little fake TV.
I seized the end with a star.
I love this theatrical performance.
Full of pain.
Apocalypse. Love it. Oh no, this is gonna be so sweet, isn't it? Wait. Oh, you know, he does look like Walker, doesn't he? That's really scary. I don't like the kids saying this. It's really scary.
This happened. This pocky-clips happened, and that's...
Pocky-clips? He's like, wait. Am I a god or something? Like, what happened? It's like an angelic wind brushing through my long or short brown hair. This is a really good shot. What the heck of him just like walking behind them all. He looks so cool. The wind flapping his whatever long shirt behind him. The plane! That's not gonna fly ever, guys. I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm getting out of here. These guys are a cult.
He's proof of that.
Program. All of your program. If he ain't Captain Walker, who is he? He ain't no different to us, that's who.
What do you mean? He could be anyone. He doesn't have to be Captain Walker. Yeah, because the people, if they go, then they'll find out about this little place of heaven, and they'll go and destroy it. Aww. Okay, she doesn't deserve that. She was doing what she thought was right, and I don't know. I don't think she deserves to be tied up like that badly.
Come on! Oh, you gotta help me. Come on, you gotta help me get him back.
Let me wake up and have a shower first, okay?
I need as much water as I can carry.
That's a lot of water. Can he carry all of those jugs? Maybe. He's pretty strong. Oh, he's giving him a piggyback ride. Oh, that's so cute. Mad Max. Max, you should be called Cute Max. This movie should be called Cute Max. Also, what a shot. I love silhouettes. I love silhouettes. What a shot. Oh. Someone getting sunk into the sand. Is that a word? Sunked? Sunked is a word. No, it's not. Sunked isn't a word, is it? That used to be such a big fear of mine as a kid. There's a show called The Backyardigans. There's a show called The Backyardigans and there's quicksand in an episode. And that from that episode on, I was like scared of quicksand, like terrified of it. Oh no, they lost the kid. They lost the kid. I didn't expect them to lose the kid. What the heck? They better have gone back now. They better have gone back. Come on. You just learned your lesson.
It stinks.
Yeah, it's pig poop. Pig poop.
It's him. It's him.
Aww, he's in jail with the pigs.
What the fuck, Captain? What use is he?
Shh. Quiet.
Kids, watch your language. Watch your language, kids. They're having like a weightlift competition. It's like an arm wrestle, but Mad Max style.
There you are.
No, I don't want this guy to die. I like this guy.
Hi.
No, I like this guy. I really like this guy. Oh my god, it's like this Star Wars thing when Han Solo runs into all the stormtroopers and then he runs away really fast. Are we finally gonna get a car? I've been waiting for a car in this for this entire movie. I've been missing them. Oh, nice. Oh, in the poo. That is the most disgusting visual. That kid's out of his emo phase. It's a car house. It's a couse. The pigs who are facing the other way, they don't get the memo, do they? Ew. 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 I never wish that for anyone. Oh, here we go. Here come the cars. I love the Mad Max car scenes. I actually missed them. I was kind of disappointed that there weren't any, but there are now, so it makes up for it. Yes. Yes, I love this. I love this now. Wait, whoa, it's a train? I didn't know that. It's a train. This is something I didn't know I needed in the Mad Max universe. A train car house. A trick house. A trick house.
Sonic.
Is it gonna be music? They're gonna play music? I'm so excited, yes!
Open your book at page 1.
It's an audiobook!
I'm going home.
I'm going.
Aww. Aww, that's so sweet. It's too funny. Oh my god. That scared me. Ah, it's a cow. It's a car cow. A cow-ar. Mel Gibson is driving the cow car. Words I never thought I'd say in my life. Give him another whack. Yeah, there we go. Wow, look at that shot. Wow, 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 wow. These are the shots that I love in Mad Max. These wides of all the cars with the sun in the background. Oh my god. It's what I live for these movies. Oh my god, the stunt. Oh my god, he's jumping from car to car and I bet it's all real. Oh no, don't die. Oh, his leg. Move over. Get it? Because he's a cow car. Move. Move over. Oh my god, that guy just exploded into smithereens. They're gonna unbuckle the train car. He's got him like a quarterback in football. This guy better get kicked off. Did he die? I'm assuming he died. Maybe he lived. I don't know. Maybe the fall was only like 3 feet. Oh, it's this guy again. Oh my god, it's this guy. The plane's gonna income. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. Get in the kid hidey hole. I don't know. Okay, but it probably wouldn't be able to fly with all this extra weight, right? A lot of people fit into such a small space.
What's the problem? We're not gonna get off the ground.
Ah, what did I say? Too heavy. Too heavy. Are you just making it? Oh no. Oh, what the heck? I didn't expect this to be in this movie at all. Oh my god, Max is gonna sacrifice himself for those people. And you know what? These people are getting on a plane, just like their prophecy, religion, whatever that was foretold. Oh my god. That looks so awesome. Liftoff! We have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh my god, that was a cool shot too. Is he dead? He's not dead, but I know he's not dead. Obviously, his hand's moving, but I really want him to be dead. He had to. He's so petty. He had to. Should you just leave him out here to die? Oh. This looks so cool, doesn't it? Like the smoke behind him, he looks all war-torn. The car, like what a shot! Like how epic do you want a shot to look? Because that shot is beautiful, sexy, amazing, gorgeous. Ah, they're in Sydney. Oh my god.
Into history back. I sees those of us that got the luck and stuff.
Oh, they're starting a new civilization in Sydney, in abandoned Sydney.
But most of all remembers the man who finded us.
Yes, Max.
There'll come a night when they sees the distant light.
Aww.
Coming home.
I have goosebumps and chills, and what a shot that end shot was, and goosebumps again. Oh, who's that guy? No, did someone die? Like I actually have so many goosebumps. I don't want that trilogy to be over. That trilogy is so good. This movie was really good. There's definitely probably my least favorite of the three, but also like I still loved it almost just as much as the other two. And that was my reaction to Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome. Quickly would like to say two things. First, I'd like to apologize for not checking my lighting halfway through the video, or kind of near the end of the video. I'm pretty sure it got very dark towards the end of my reaction, so I'll try and brighten it up in post. However, I am sorry that I forgot to check. I was just too immersed in that final action sequence, which I will get to later on in this review, that I just forgot to turn on my light. So my light is on now because it was getting very dark, but I am sorry if it was very, very dark in the last, I don't know, 5 minutes of the reaction. Yeah, just wanted to apologize about that. Second thing I want to say is that the guy who played the pilot was maybe not the same character as in the second movie, but was the same actor. And so I was half right, because I was like, at the start of this movie, I was like, oh my gosh, is that the same guy from Mad Max 2? I didn't think his character would be returning. But on the cast list that I pull up on Google, he has a different name than in the second movie. So I'm wondering if he is the same character, just named, because I'm pretty sure he was just called like the pilot or something in Mad Max 2, or if he is the same actor playing a different character. So that's very interesting. Please let me know. I'm kind of hoping it's the same character, although I was kind of sad that if he is the same character that Mel Gibson didn't recognize him. Although maybe when Mel Gibson said you have a plane, I thought Mel Gibson was saying that because he knew that he took his stuff at the start of the movie, but maybe he was saying that because he recognized him from the second movie. I don't know. I was a little confused about if this guy, because he's the same actor, if this guy was the same character in the second movie. But yeah, please let me know. Anyways, also, when I look at the cast on Google, I search up Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome cast. Underneath is the audience scores and the critic reviews, and I like to go over them because I think they are very interesting to discuss, especially for this movie. I think this is going to be very interesting. So, Rotten Tomatoes, 80%. Amazing. That is a very good 80%. Metacritic, 71%, which is less than 80%, obviously, but like still pretty good. And IMDb audience score is 6.3 out of 10, which is a 63%. So, audiences actually liked this movie less than critics, which is something very interesting. And I can kind of see why audiences may not like this movie as much as the first one and the second one. This movie was definitely very different, in my opinion, to the first and second movie. Obviously, the world still felt the same, but kind of the way the movie was paced, the way the story was told in this movie was very different to the first and second movie. So I can see why audiences may have been disappointed with this movie in some aspects, and I'll get into those aspects because some of those disappointments I had as well, and some of those disappointments I can just see why people may have. But if I was to give a fair review of this movie, I think this movie deserves that 71% from Metacritic. I think that is as close as to a good enough review as this movie deserves. I think 71 is a deserved percentage if you're going on a 100% scale. I think 80% may be too high in my opinion, but 6.3 I think is definitely too low. I think this movie is way better than a 6.3. But yeah, I think that's very interesting that audiences actually like this movie less. But I think I'm going to talk about that now, actually. I think what audiences didn't like about this movie was maybe the lack of cars in this movie. The first movie and the second movie heavily focuses on these really kitted out, really cool, really awesome, I was just going to say a really amazing, but then that's just me repeating myself 3 times. Just these awesome, I guess I just said it, these awesome cars. And this movie only had cars in the last, 25 minutes? And that was something that I was starting to get disappointed with as well, because when I watched the first movie and the second movie and knowing what happens in Fury Road, I was expecting some more really cool cars. I was really excited for these amazing car chases, and yes, we got an amazing car, train, house, plane chase at the end of the movie, but that was it. And so I think that's maybe the biggest reason, potentially, why audiences didn't like this movie as much as the other two, because it is so different from the style of movie as the other ones. Like, yes, the world is the same. Yes, the characters somewhat are the same. Obviously, Mad Max is the same. He's just more matured and grown and lived in this world a longer time, and all the other characters are different. But I think that there are 2 things actually that I think audiences maybe disliked about this movie. Is one, the cars. There weren't as many cars, sequences, chases, kitted out cars in general in this movie, which myself was a disappointment. And 2, the tone of this movie was very different. The tone of this movie felt way more lighthearted, way more easygoing, and way less heavy than the first movie and the second movie. With the incorporation of this kid group that Max finds, 40 minutes into the movie, the tone really shifts. The first 40 minutes is very much like a Mad Max movie. Very, very much so like a Mad Max movie. Maybe a little bit goofier, but as soon as those kids come into play and until kind of the final fight, even the final chase fight, whatever you want to call it, still had some goofiness, some kiddiness, some playfulness to it that the other movies didn't. And I think that is also something that I noticed, and I don't know if I liked it or disliked it. I understood that it had to be like that because they were kids, and yes, you can make very deep, like introspective, heavy movies with kid actors in it, but with a bunch of kids, like that whole colony was basically just kids. There is no way that is going to happen. These kids are going to be goofy. These kids are going to have fun. These kids are going to be kids. And so the movie obviously went with that, obviously, because they went with a more realistic approach of what would these kids actually be doing, and these kids would be messing around, goofing around. But I think that kind of took a toll on the movie for me. Like, I don't know if it necessarily hindered my enjoyment of it, but it just, the movie felt different than the first movie and the second movie because the kids were in it and the kids made the tone of the movie. Because, for example, there was a kid in the second movie, but there was only one, and that kid was very good at fighting, and that kid did not make the tone of the movie goofy. He wasn't in it too much, but when he was in it, it was more serious because it was kind of this kid who was very curious with Max, and I wanted Max to adopt, stuff like that. And that kid did not change the tone of the movie, but the kids in this movie did. And I don't know if it was for better or for worse. I think audiences may have thought it was for worse. Critics may have liked it, but I thought that the kids definitely changed the tone of the movie for me. Also, I think my biggest issue of this movie was just the pacing of the movie. The pacing of this movie was really good, okay, really good again. I think the middle part when he was at the kids' paradise or whatever it was, I thought that dragged a little bit. I was just, I wasn't bored, but it wasn't that exciting to me. Like, it was cool to see the backstory, cool to see this like almost religion-like thing come up. I thought those were really, really cool things that happened in the movie. It was cool to hear how these people speak now, how they talk about the past and everything. But compared to the first part of the movie and the last part of the movie, the second act definitely felt way less intense, way less everything, I guess. And so I was kind of disappointed with the middle. Even though there were some really cool things in it, I thought it was a lot slower and it didn't catch my attention as much as the first and second part of the movie. But now we're going to go into the good stuff of this movie, because I guess I talked for a long time about the issues I had with this movie, but there were a lot of good things about this movie too. My favorite part of this movie was the final action piece. Yes, it was a little goofy, but Mad Max is goofy, and oh my gosh, this chase is what I wanted in this movie. When I watch a Mad Max movie, or I guess I've seen them all now, but when I watch a Mad Max movie, I am expecting these amazingly fun, entertaining car sequences, and that is exactly what I got with the train house car thing that they were driving, and then all the other cars behind them, all the way to the plane at the end. It was entertaining, it was fast-paced, it was action-packed, it was adrenaline-filled non-stop from the very start of that action sequence to the end. Nothing felt dull, nothing felt overused, everything felt so just thrilling to watch. The shots were amazing. Any wide shot in these movies, any wide shot of the cars driving. I mean, in the first movie, didn't really, because I think the budget was a little lower, but in the second movie, and now this movie as well, with like the sunset in the background, those wide panning shots, those tracking shots of the cars that they're driving in like a single file line or something, the dust bellowing behind them, the train there, or there's a plane flying over them or something. Like how awesome do you want a shot to look? That is how awesome Mad Max's action sequences are. Like, they are to die for, some of their shots, because they are just so thrilling and entertaining and visually stunning. My favorite shot of this movie was when Mad Max picks himself up slowly and then the camera zooms out away from him, or I guess dollies out away from him, and then the smoke is billowing behind him and there's a crashed car to the left, the right, I guess, to the left of him, and it was just beautiful. Like, some of the shots, the shot compositions, just the visuals of this shot. George Miller's eye for visuals, and I guess whoever else was the cinematographer, I didn't catch their name. Just an amazing eye. And I don't know, Mad Max Fury Road, which I'm getting to next week, has some of the coolest visuals I've ever seen, and this movie came very close to some of those visuals. Just, I don't know, the shots in this movie, the action were phenomenal. And again, that comes back to the directing as well. George Miller and that other guy who I totally forget his name. I'm sorry. I should definitely know his name. He and George Miller just crafted a really, really good movie. The shots were so fluid. They were so easy to know what was happening inside each frame. Like, again, the composition of each shot was very well done. And I just thought that there was almost nothing wrong with the directing at all in this movie. Nothing that I can think of off of the top of my head doing this review. So that is a very, very good job on the director's side. Another thing I really want to talk about before I get into the cast is the world. The Mad Max world is one that is really, really interesting. In the first movie, we didn't delve into it too much, and I was a little bit confused about kind of how the time period is set. Like, was it an apocalyptic world? Was it just before an apocalypse? Like, there was still a society. What happened? Second movie, we learn a little bit about the world, and we kind of understand where it is taking place in the greater things. And in this one, we learn about the world a lot more, and I really love how all three movies are kind of connected through this world building, and the world itself is so good. It's so visceral and real and grimy and gross, and whenever I watch one of these movies, I want to take a shower right after because it is so dirty, but it is so visually and aesthetically pleasing. Like, obviously it's a world I'd never want to live in, but just seeing everything on screen, even though it's just all like grays and like dull yellows and stuff, it still somehow pops out at you. And I think that has to do with the costume design. The costumes are phenomenal. The way everyone dresses is so unique and so different and so original to Mad Max, and I feel like so many movies after Mad Max tried to copy this costume post-apocalyptic westernish style of costumes, but none have really replicated it as well as Mad Max did it originally. And I think just props to the costume designers and everyone, because I think those costumes are great. But also, speaking of the world building from the first movie, second movie, and third movie was very, very interesting. From the first movie, having a pretty big society still, like there were still police officers, there were still businesses, money, currency flying around and stuff like that. Everyone lived in proper houses and everything, you know? And then in the second movie, it's like the second movie, society was gone, basically. There was no society in the second movie. It was every man for themselves. Obviously those people in that oil, gas, whatever, reserve, whatever, what that Mad Max is trying to protect those people, those guys, they had a form of society, but it still was not a society. There was no trade there. It was kind of still every man for themselves in that situation. But in this movie, again, society has started to return. There is trade, there is law, there is a higher ups, the people who control the trade, the people who control the law. Society has formed again. So it's really cool to see how there was a society in the first movie, then no society, and now society has come back. And that was a really cool progression that they had through each movie, and just something I wanted to point out because it was something that I thought was really, really awesome. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about before the cast actually is the score. The score for this movie was not done by Brian May, and I was a little disappointed at first, but then I heard the score kick in and it was so good. The music in this movie was amazing. It really amplified all the action sequences, and it really just made me love this movie even more. I already love this movie. Obviously, I think this is my least favorite of the three movies. Oh, well, I've seen the fourth one, I guess. So I think it's my least favorite of all of the Mad Max movies. But that doesn't mean I didn't like this movie. I still loved this movie. And I think that all of the Mad Max movies, including Fury Road, are movies that I will love forever and continue to watch as long as I want to watch Mad Max movies and really, really cool, awesome, visually pleasing movies. But yeah, I thought that the score in this movie was really good. It elevated the scenes, which is what music is supposed to do in movies. And yeah, getting into the cast now, I'm going to go in the order Google tells me to do it. I'm going to do Tina Turner, Mel Gibson, and Bruce Spence. I don't think I'll do anyone else just because everyone else's roles were very minor at most. I mean, not very minor, but like, I don't think they had enough personality in them for me to warrant a longer talk. But I mean, Bruce Spence didn't even have that much, but he was just fun, so I want to talk about him a little bit. So I guess I'll mainly only talk about Tina Turner and Mel Gibson, but Tina Turner as Auntie Entity, what a fun name, right? She was really good. She was like kind of scary because she was kind of like the ruler of everything, but also like I kind of wanted her to die the whole movie because she was really, really annoying as well. But I thought she played her character really, really well. I just loved how she was trying to get Mel Gibson, and I like that she didn't kill him at the end. I like that she just left him there to die, but she also respected him in some way. That was like a sign of respect. Like, I can't like bring you back and let you live a good life. Like, you have to try and fight to live still, but I respect you, you're not going to die. So I really like that. And I don't know, I really just whenever she was on screen, I loved watching her on screen. I thought she had such a screen presence that, like, again, she's with Mel Gibson when she's acting, and Mel Gibson has such a huge presence on screen, and I thought that her screen presence matched Mel Gibson's, which is I feel like is a lot of praise, because Mel Gibson's presence, as I just said, is huge. So I thought she did an amazing job as Auntie Entity, and I mean, I know she's not in the fourth movie, I'm pretty sure, but I thought she was a great addition to the Mad Max world. Mel Gibson as Max, I don't know what I can say about him that I haven't said already in the first two movies. Mel Gibson is perfect for Max. He is such a good actor. His screen presence is off the charts. You just love watching him. When he had long hair, I kind of was hoping he would keep that long hair for the whole movie, even though I guess on the poster he has short hair. So I should have known he had short hair. But yeah, I was kind of hoping he'd keep the long hair, because I thought the long hair looked so good, and I was like, Max with long hair, that is like Max with long hair. Can you imagine him in a car chase and the hair is like flooping behind him in the wind? Like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool. But I thought he was great as Max. Again, this like rugged hero who has he kind of doesn't care about anyone but himself, but he still cares about everyone. Like, he cared about those kids and everything. He literally didn't get on the plane. He's kind of sacrificed himself in a way to save those kids, to save those people, and I thought that was really sweet. And it was kind of a great coming around for his character, where in the first movie he cared so much about his family. In the second movie he doesn't really care about anyone, and in the third movie he starts to slowly care about these kids again, even like just sacrificing, even though he never said it, just the act of his sacrification, is that how you would say it? The act of his sacrifice, I guess, proved that he cared about those kids on some level. So that's a really neat little character arc that he had. I kind of wish that Fury Road had Mel Gibson in it, but obviously he is maybe old, but I mean, I don't know, an old Mel Gibson, an old Max would be so cool, wouldn't it? Like an Old Man Logan style movie. That would be so cool. This world is like perfect for it too. Anyways, getting out of hand. Mel Gibson was awesome. Bruce Spence as Jed Edia. I don't think I pronounced that name right. Was he the same character? Was he not the same character? I don't know. Will I ever find out? Probably when this video releases on YouTube, but I don't know. Yeah, so sorry that I don't know if he's the same character or not. I'm kind of hoping he is, but also if he isn't, that's fine too. I thought he was fun in this movie. He was fun in the second movie. He was really fun in this movie. Didn't have a lot of screen time, but when he was on screen, I really enjoyed him. And that's kind of all I have to say about him. I just think he's fits into the Mad Max world. Him as an actor, Bruce Spence, I think he fits into the Mad Max world really, really well. Okay, that is it for my review of Mad Max 3 Beyond Thunderdome. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me, supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And thank you so much for listening to my review as well if you made it this far. It means a lot for you just to listen to me talk, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.